Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Chem Insider. In the previous videos, we discussed about the IUPAC nomenclature of hydrocarbons involving three different types, those which have branching chain and functional groups, those of benzene ring, and also we discussed about certain examples of how to write the IUPAC name for certain compounds and how to write the structure using the IUPAC names. Now, let us discuss about the next topic from the particular chapter of some basic concepts and techniques of organic chemistry, that is isomerism. This particular isomerism topic is quite important if you have to know more about the organic compounds present in the environment. So, what do you mean by isomerism exactly? Isomerism is a type of phenomenon where two or more compounds are found to have same molecular formula, but they are observed to have different properties, like similar to twins. So both of them will have same appearance, but the particular property of how they are behaving will be different. Similarly, organic compounds also have, some of the organic compounds also have same molecular formula, but differ in their particular properties or how they behave with certain other elements or compounds. Therefore, isomerism concept is more important in order to understand difference between two or more compounds having same molecular formula. So, first of all, what do you mean by isomerism? So, isomerism means it is a phenomenon where two or more compounds have same molecular formula but differ in the physical or chemical properties. If two or more compounds have same molecular formula but differ in their properties, then those molecules or compounds are called isomers, and the complete phenomenon is called the isomerism. So based on the particular properties which they are experiencing, isomerism are classified into specially two classes. One is stereoisomerism, one is stereoisomerism, and the other one is structural isomerism. Structural isomerism. So isomerism are classified to two types based on the particular properties. One is stereoisomerism and the other one is the structural isomerism. So first we'll discuss about stereoisomerism. Stereoisomerism is a phenomenon where two or more compounds have same molecular formula but differ in the arrangement of atoms or group of atoms. If you consider for a particular carbon atom containing different groups present in it, that particular group of atom attached to the particular hydrocarbon may be positioned at different places. Like for example, if you consider this particular carbon, this carbon may carry four different groups. Okay, let us say X, Y, Z, V, X, Y, Z. So these are the four different groups attached to carbon, and these four different groups may be present at different position. Then that type of particular isomers are called the stereoisomers, and the complete phenomenon is called the stereoisomerism. So stereoisomers are those compounds which have same molecular formula but differ in the arrangement of atoms or group of atoms in a three-dimensional space. Okay, so for an arrangement of atoms in the three-dimensional space, we may consider a point of interference, or we might also consider a bond for interference. Like for example, depending upon what point of interference we are using for classifying this particular stereoisomerism, further stereoisomerism are classified to two different types. Those are called geometrical isomers, and the second one is optical isomerism. So geometrical isomerism is a point at which two or more compounds have same molecular formula but differ in their arrangement of carbon atoms or the carbon-carbon bonds. Okay, whereas optical isomerism is a point of where we observe two or more compounds have same molecular formula but differ in their particular physical property called the stereo property. This stereo property about geometrical and optical isomerism, we'll discuss about these in the higher classes. For particular your chapter of class 11, we just have to discuss the 4 different types of structural isomerism. Okay, we have 4 different types of structural isomerism. We'll discuss that in your particular syllabus of class 11. Geometrical isomerism and optical isomerism, it appears in your next class 12. So we'll discuss these two in the next year. Now, for the structural isomerism. Structural isomerism is a phenomenon where we observe 2 or more compounds have same molecular formula but differ in the structures of groups or atoms. If the atoms or groups present in 2 or more compounds are varying, provided their functional molecular formula is same, then those type of isomers are called structural isomers. And we have 4 types of structural isomers. Those are chain isomer, position isomerism, next is functional group isomerism, and the last one is metamerism. So now we'll discuss about each of these particular chain isomerism, position isomerism, functional isomerism, and metamerism individually. So let us start with the first one, chain isomerism. So first of all, what is about the structural isomerism? So for defining structural isomerism, so defined as is the phenomenon where 2 or more compounds have same molecular formula, but differ in their structures. If 2 or more compounds it is a phenomenon where 2 or more compounds have same molecular formula but differ in their structures. So those are called the structural isomerism. Out of that, the first one is chain isomerism. A chain isomerism is a type of phenomenon where we observe 2 or more compounds have same molecular formula but differ in the chain of hydrocarbon. So differ in chain of the hydrocarbon. Like for example, let us say compound C5H18. So C5H18, this compound is named as pentane, right? The compound is named molecular formula C5H18. This is the molecular formula for pentane, that is C5H12. So this is the molecular formula for pentane. So now, if you write the structure for pentane, we know the straight chain structure. So we'll write it like this. So 1 carbon having 3 hydrogen. This carbon has 2. This carbon has 2. This is one type of a structure. Now, you can write the pentane with the molecular formula C5H12 in a different type also. So now I'm going to erase the name of pentane since it has multiple structure. So different type structure means they will be having different names also. So this is one type of a structure. This is a straight line pentane structure. Next, what you can do is you can replace one of the hydrogen by a CH3 group. So how to do that? So let us write 4-membered carbon group. Okay, 4-membered carbon chain, and I'm going to write one more carbon at the non-terminal position. So like this, we have 5 carbon atoms now. Now satisfy the number of hydrogen. So this carries 3 hydrogen. this also carries 3 hydrogen. It carries 3 hydrogen. So this carbon has 2 bonds. It will be carrying 2 hydrogen. This carbon has 3 bonds. It will be having 1 more hydrogen. So on writing down the structure, H, H, H. Okay. So now if you observe carefully, we have 5 carbons, 12 hydrogen in this structure. So this is N-pentane. This is called pentane with C5H12 molecular formula. This compound also has the same molecular formula, C5H12. But the name of this compound is 2-methyl-butane. Name of the compound is 2-methyl-butane. Now what we can do is, we can replace one more hydrogen from this carbon and write a CH3 over there. That gives us CH3, CH3, CH3 and CH3. Now again if we calculate the number of carbon atoms and hydrogen atoms, we have 5 carbon and 12 hydrogen. So this is 2,2 dimethyl propane. So now if you observe carefully, all these 3 structures have same molecular formula, that is C5H12. In this case also, this molecule also has C5H12. This molecule also has C5H12 as a molecular formula. This one also has C5H12 as its molecular formula. But the structure is quite different. So whenever 2 or more compounds have same molecular formula as of this and have different structure, then those are called chain isomers. And the complete phenomenon exhibited by these compounds is called chain isomerism. So what we can say is pentane, 2-methyl-butane, 2,2-dimethyl-propane are chain isomers and they exhibit chain isomerism. So now what do we mean by chain isomerism is the phenomenon where 2 or more compounds have same molecular formula but differ in the number of carbon atoms in their parent chain. Now if you consider for these carbon atoms, we have 5 carbon atoms in the parent chain. In this particular compound, we have 4 carbon atoms in the parent chain. In this particular compound, we have 3 carbon atoms in the parent chain. Chain isomerism is a phenomenon where 2 or more compounds have same molecular formula but differ in the number of carbon atoms present in the parent chain. Okay, so this is about the chain isomerism. Next, we'll discuss about position isomerism. So, second one, position isomerism. So, position isomerism is a phenomenon where 2 or more compounds have same molecular formula but differ in the branched atoms or functional groups present in the parent chain. Okay, so they differ in position of substitution. They differ in position of substitution. It may be a substituted alkyl group or it might be a substitution of functional group. Like for example, let us consider a structure of CH3, CH2, CH2OH. Okay, so it has a molecular formula C3H8O. So let us say a compound of molecular formula C3H8O. So this is the name compound of molecular formula C3H8O. This molecular formula of the compound can be written in the structure CH3, CH2, CH2OH. Okay, so number of carbon atoms is 3, number of hydrogen atom is 8. Okay, 3 plus 2 5 plus 2 7 and 1 8 and we have 1 oxygen. The name of this compound is propanol. Right, name of the compound is propanol. Next, you want, you can change the structure also. So what happens is, instead of writing the OH group at the first carbon, I'm going to write the OH group in the second position, like this: CH3, CH, OH, CH3. Now, this particular compound is named as 2-propanol. 2-propanol. So, on observing these two particular compounds, we can say that both of them have same molecular formula, but they differ in the position of substitution, right? So here the substitution is present in the first carbon, whereas here the substitution is present at the second carbon. So whenever you come across two or more compounds have same molecular formula, but differ in their position of substitution, then those two compounds are called position isomers, and the phenomenon which they are exhibiting is called the position isomerism. Okay, the phenomenon is called the position isomerism, and the structure, the compounds are called position isomers. Like for example, 1-propanol and 2-propanol are called the position isomers, where the position of OH group is varying. In this, the position is the first carbon atom. In this particular compound, it is the position of OH group is at the second carbon. But both of them have same molecular formula. So this is about the second one, position isomerism. Next, the third one, that is functional group isomerism. So whenever you have compounds of same molecular formula but different functional group, let us say the third one example, that is functional group isomerism. If two or more compounds have same molecular formula but they have different functional group, if two or more compounds have same molecular formula and it is found to observe a different functional group present in them, then those compounds are said to be functional group isomerism. We can take two examples for the particular compound. If you consider the molecular formula which we just said for position isomerism, C3H8O. This compound has CH3, CH2, CH2OH. So this is an alcohol functional group. Now what we can do is we can take one more example of this type, CH3, CH2O, CH3. Now I'm calculating the number of carbon atoms. There are 3 on both sides. Number of oxygen atom 1, number of hydrogen 8. But the functional group in this first compound is alcohol, in this compound is ether, right? The first compound has alcohol functional group and the second compound has ether functional group. So a functional group isomerism is a phenomenon where two or more compounds have same molecular formula, but the functional group present in the particular hydrocarbon will be different. In case of this is alcohol, whereas this compound has a functional group of ether. Okay, so this is about the functional group isomerism. Next, we'll discuss about the last one, that is metamerism. So, whenever you consider the ether molecule itself, whenever you consider a particular hydrocarbon or type of ether hydrocarbon, we observe a different type of isomerism. So, a metamerism hydrocarbon functional group or isomerism is found to have, especially in case of ether compounds or any anhydride compound. Like for example, if the compound has same molecular formula but differ in the symmetry. Like for example, if you consider a compound of type C2H5 O C2H5. Okay, so let this be an example. C2H5 O C2H5, an ethoxyethane example. You can also write the same compound, same molecular formula of a different compound like C3H7. Okay, you can write this particular compound of C2H5 O C2H5 of this particular molecular formula of this compound will be same as that of the molecular formula of this compound, that is CH3 O CH3 C3H7. So whenever if two or more compounds have same molecular formula but differ in the number of carbon atoms present on either side of the functional group, then those type of isomers are called the meta-isomers, and the compound phenomenon is metamerism. For example, you can take ethoxyethane has same molecular formula when compared to methoxypropane. Ethoxyethane has same molecular formula as that of methoxypropane. Now we will talk about one more example, that is CH3, CH2, C double bond O, CH2, CH3. So this is butanone. So this is 3-pentanone. You can take the same compound as CH3, C double bond O, CH2, CH2, CH3. So this is 3-pentanone. This is 2-pentanone. So both these compounds have different number of carbon atoms on either side of the functional group. So whenever two or more compounds have same molecular formula but differ in the number of carbon atoms on either side of the functional group, then those are called metamers, and the phenomenon is called metamerism. Okay, so this is all about the different types of isomerism. So I hope you have understood all these concepts which I explained. In the next video, we'll be discussing about the basic functionalism of reaction mechanism. So how does a compound of alkane or alkene, alkyne or any hydrocarbon reacts under certain conditions. Okay, so this is all about for today. I hope you have understood these concepts. If you have understood these, please do subscribe to my channel and share this video among your friends and ask them to subscribe in order to get more updates of videos which I'm going to post every day. Thank you for watching.